Well, hell. Yeah, so ABS is giving me issues. Originally, I had just unplugged the ABS sensors up front that were on the JK hubs because they are 52 tooth ABS rings on them. And the commander asked for 48 tooth ABS rings, and I contacted JScan and everybody trying to get the ability to change the front tooth count, but they wouldn't work. So I tried to run the front sensors. I ran a wire to the back sensors, so the rear sensors was sending signal from the front, or sending signals to the front and rear ABS. That worked for a little while, all the way up until about 30 mile an hour, and then it started flipping ABS lights and freaking out and all that stuff, and yeah, so I had to drive it home. And I had posted about that on one of the Commander pages groups, but yeah, that didn't actually end up working. So what I'm doing right now, because I cannot find 48 tooth ABS rings that will fit the axle in any sort of way. It won't fit the shaft. I can't find them to fit the outer axle. I've got hubs, or I had two brand new rear hubs. I probably should have taken the old ones off and put the new ones on, but here we are, cutting the shit out of a brand new, well, I've got to cut the shit out of two brand new hubs, trying to get these apart, because the ABS ring, I thought that this was designed. This is the ABS ring. I counted these teeth. This is 48 teeth. And the, yep, that's it. How do I get that off of there? Well, pushing the bearing apart wasn't happening. I hammered it. I threw it on the ground. I just tried to get the motherfucker to break. It's amazing that these things just fall apart when they wear out. But, yeah. So I ended up cutting that up as much as possible to get the ring off. Finally got the ring off, and then had to... so the ring... This is all the ring here. When you push these out, this goes loose, and yeah, that's the ABS ring. So I got it off, and then I cut it up. And I cut it up. This is my caliper bracket fix. I know it's ugly, but it's been holding up. And yeah, anyway, so I took this off. I cut a tab here, folded it back because it was a little bit too big for this area of the axle. Then I cut here to give that enough room to move around when I'm turning and stuff. And slipped it on there with the tab bent back in here. I could press it on, and it was pretty firm, but if it were to let go, then we would have problems. So I just put a little tack weld there and a little tack weld on the other side, and that way I can, when I have to change the axles, I can just pop it off and move it over and tack it in place to the new axle. Now, what I'm trying to figure out how to do is, this is the ABS wire, and I've got to get that mounted there somewhere. I was thinking about putting it up here, but then when you turn, it's going to be turning the wire with it, and then you would lose signal every time you turn. So I've got to find a little thin piece of metal, and then I am going to, I mean, this would work, but I don't want to pull it off because then you got to undo the ball joint and all that bullshit. Yeah, I'm going to try to mount it to this bolt and then bolts it on there somehow. Then we can plug it up and we'll have 48 tooth tone rings in front, and we can do it that way. I wanted to take it to go get aligned today, but I'm going to do this instead, and I'm going to keep trying to align it myself. I don't know. I don't want to take it to alignment shop and then they're going to see all my bullshit welds and everything, and I still hadn't got that welded on. It's just bolted on, but it's holding pretty damn firm. There's five bolts in it. But yeah, that is my ABS problem, and this is my fix, and hopefully it works. There's a whole lot of ghetto shit going on in here, and yeah, but hopefully it works, and then I can get better at welding and make it good enough to off-road with. But I'm not going to be able to do any very serious off-roading with the Dana 30 in the front anyway, so yep.